Whoa.
Looking at everybody. Now this is good streaming content.
And then you could take the top off. You could do all sorts of stuff. It's really it's kind of it frees your imagination.
This one.
Can you get into the now? If you were just to go rogue a little bit, can you go into the space without following?
A lot of teachers will start a new topic by finding out what kids know. K, like taking a T chart, H chart. What do you know about the topic? W, what do you want to know? What questions do you have? And then L, what have you learned? So it's something that we would write on chart paper in classrooms, kind of a very common.
Like teaching 101 right there, folks.
Right, exactly. KWS.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, you know what? When there's 3 people, the cool background doesn't look the same.
No, we lose it a little bit, but that's okay.
We're gonna have to make some different backgrounds. I'm gonna have to plus all this nonsense up again.
It is a sacrifice worth making when we have Lynn Telfer with us.
Hi, Lynn.
Hello.
Welcome back to the stream. It's exciting.
I am very, very pleased to be here.
How about that intro?
Yeah.
Gives me shivers.
Oh my gosh. Awesome.
We're doing stuff. We're
Yes.
doing stuff.
Every day. Look at how much, I mean, gosh, we have a lot of content now.
Yes. So welcome to the Sandbox. I'm Mike Washburn. That's Steve Isaacs. That's Lynn Telfer. We're here on Friday. Happy Friday, everybody.
Is it still Friday for you, Lynn? For about another hour?
It is 1 more hour of Friday, but what a brilliant way to spend a Friday night, huh?
Thank you.
This is how the cool people spend Friday night.
Yes. Well, yeah, especially in these times.
Yes. So it's like it's very late in Australia. Thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate you staying up and hanging out. And
no problem. This is great.
Yeah, we're pumped. So we spent some time in your world, your Undersea Atlantis world last couple weeks ago, I guess.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago now.
It was a lot of fun. It was really cool. We had lots of great comments and questions. People were really intrigued by it. So we're back. We are back. And we're gonna play it again. And this time, so it's funny. I logged in and then I left my computer and my little son Jacob decided to play around, so I got stuck inside someone else's head. But I'm happy to see that I'm still
Mike,
right here.
Sometimes I think you live in my head.
Oh well, I spend more time with Steve Isaacs than I do almost anyone else.
Yeah.
Even my family.
I see. So I'm not going to be able to trick either of you today. Darn it.
So here we are, and Lynn is with us. And there's Steve, and here we go. So what are we doing today? Oh, and I should mention, listen, if you are in the chat, you have comments, you have questions, thoughts, ideas, feel free to chime in. That's what we're here for. We will try to get to as much of them as we can if they seem to fit with what we're talking about. Yes, that is it. Now let's get going.
All right. Well, this is version 2.0 of the map that we had last time, because now we all get to play together, which is awesome. In Minecraft Education Edition, which means I've had a little bit of fun, guys. For example, speak to Jenny here.
Speak to Jenny. Hey, Jenny.
Here's Jenny. Welcome aboard. We're very pleased you're here to assist us. My name is Jenny, your assistant on the research ship Atlantis 2.0. Everyone has arrived and are eager to meet you. Very cool. Hi, Jenny.
Ooh,
all right.
Waiting on the bridge.
I love gamifying your game. Let's go.
Let's see. We got to go to the bridge, Mike. Wait, so Lynn, are you in with us now?
I am. You know what I did to fix it? I restarted the computer.
Beautiful. Why did you think
it's
of that?
basically what fixes everything.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So Lynn, that's really great. Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's like the did you plug it in?
Right.
It really is.
Yep. So let's see. I see the captain here.
Yeah.
Captain, oh Captain. Are we on your screen, Mike? Should we follow you or?
We're on my screen right now,
Okay.
but if we change, we change or
That's
whatever.
fine.
I do want to point out the irony that I did ask
Yes.
a moderately, not intentionally condescending, in hindsight, condescending question to Steve about whether Lynn was on the same tenant, which is like Minecraft 101 for making sure that people can connect. But it was absolutely one of those type of solutions.
Right. Yeah.
It was. Did you it was literally number 2 on the troubleshooting of can't connect list.
Yes.
Restart the computer and try again.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah. No, so that's good. That's good. We between the three of us, we were able to kind of figure it out. Mostly Lynn.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So we got Michelle. Welcome.
Michelle.
I hope transfer was not too rough. We are glad you are here. I know you have a lot to learn about us, but read about the overall mission. Oh, and I love these choices. Okay, so mission. Michelle, Captain, your book is in this chest. It will tell you about the mission and further information. So you showed us this last week about the idea of putting text in the actual chat box, which is totally something I had never thought of before. Making the NPCs. So the NPCs are saying things in the vocabulary area here, but also just bringing up instructions in the actual chat, which is absolutely brilliant. Okay, so we got a book.
Yep. Now, I can't work out how, in this version of Minecraft Education Edition, to duplicate things. So there's only one copy.
Yeah, now that's interesting because, let's see. Well, what you could do, I believe, not that it would be the best. Well, let's see if this would work. Technically, if you cloned the chest, then it would clone what's in it. And I guess in a demented, weird way, you could do that. Then
pull the book out
of the chest and put it back in with this one too, and then clone it again. And now you have 2 books, and they tell 2 friends, and they tell 2 friends. I think that would work.
Steve Isaacs, everybody, not just a pretty face.
All right, well, you're gonna have to read it out to us.
So we have a book.
Yes.
I'm not going to read all this.
Read page 2 on.
You're to develop and simulate a fully sufficient colony.
All right.
Whoa. The new city will be called Atlantis. Fully explore the Mariana Trench. As this has never been done before, we have many challenges ahead to make this venture a success.
Awesome. So now there was something also. There was another thing that Michelle wanted us. There for us. She said she had the what next.
What next?
Feel free to talk to our experts here. They have important challenges and would be honored for your assistance. I'll tell you what, Mike. Why don't you take the group starting with David and I'll take this side, and we'll see what we can remember between us to move forward, if that makes sense. Or are we only supposed to talk to one of them? It looks like we can.
Go for it. This is a sandbox.
Yes, it is. All right.
How are we going to
the rules are the rules.
That's a good question. A type of leader, government system, ensure equity, fairness, and integrity.
I'm just going to take all the books.
Oh, so we have in the test.
Well, how do we move 400 people down into a city way under the ocean? How do we deliver supplies? How do we evacuate? Oh my gosh, this is great. Logistical officer, so I'll take her book.
Way of bartering, new currency, emeralds. What is most valuable under the sea?
The food scientist.
Emeralds are the universal currency. As our community grows, need to educate young ones. What will be important to know in the new community? This is so damn good, Lynn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fresh water. Well, I'll tell you, this could take months. I think. I imagine it's
What a great project for a civics class, for a grade 5, 6 civics class. I don't know what this is meant for.
We're talking sustainability too, and we're talking. It's fun. It comes at an interesting time with this pandemic too, if you think about it.
It really does.
Wow.
The one thing I did try, technically speaking, is I tried to make it that I ran a command that would create the book. So when you talk to Michelle, she would then say, and here's the book. And then it would just instantly give it
Oh,
to you.
Yeah,
Does not work in this version.
that's another one of those weird things where it would only give you maybe a empty book, right? But not
Yes,
the book.
yes.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah, the other version of Minecraft, no problem. I can play with it and works.
Oh,
but
yeah?
not this one.
Okay. So you
Great.
now
One of the
But
things one of the things we should remind people is that this is so talk about building this world, because you've explained
Yeah.
it to us, but why, where's the water and stuff like that, like maybe
Okay,
explain a
so
bit of that, because it's important for context.
how weird is it not to see water? The reason that there's not water, there's two reasons. One, it's really easy to build this way. So we can go down, we can see exactly what's out there, and build that way. Two, this map was built a long time ago, before you could actually see through water, before we had the oceans as we do now. And so I am going to make another version that has water in it and has all the corals and thing, but I kind of like this one where you can really get an understanding of what the real topography of the ocean floor looks like.
Yeah, wow.
So it kind of works for me. And also, there is nothing wrong with going and programming your agent to put water in. Now,
Right.
there's some really cool things that, I want to have a look at during today that we could do in terms of the agent.
We should try to leave like 5 minutes at the end of this to fill this with water.
I think filling might be difficult.
Or putting some water in this.
Putting some water in. Definitely, we will definitely do some
possibly
fill a section with water and then chuck fish in.
Right. What if we
Steve knows how to fill this with water.
Well, sort of. The problem is we could fill a lot of it with water, but we also would, depending on where we start, we could do it, but we have to just be careful that we don't replace the floor or the parts that we build. Because, like, in other words, once we have a building in there and I try to fill water, I could wipe out the building by accident just because it would fill those blocks with water. But we'll get there.
You would need the coordinates, but it's not hard. Yeah. Like, I'm looking at, like, you would have to, the coordinate for the block, the block just below the boat is 209.
I think 210 or 209.
I think
the thing is, I tried to fill in, I used to have a huge layer of blue glass at this level, right? That's how I represented the ocean level at one point. Took it all out. But I used the agent to take it out. The problem is I could only do about 2,000 blocks at a time. Otherwise, it would not move. So I spent a long time getting rid of those blocks. So you can imagine filling this in with water. The agent or Minecraft Education just says no. It doesn't crash. It just doesn't bother running it.
Is it possible? Like, and I know we're getting off the rails a little bit, but I think this is super interesting. Is it possible to like just have the agent like at random locations throughout the world, like maybe every 3 or 4 blocks spawn a block of water and then just it'll flow? But like, if you just did that, a couple thousand times, like a loop. Like if you just ran a loop, like 3,000 times, where they just moved forward 4 blocks and dropped a block of water, you would eventually fill this thing with water because of the physics of the water filling the spaces, I think.
What you could also do is, if you at a certain point, you could then set your marker at that point. And then move 10 blocks left and up, set your point there, and then between those 2 points fill with water, and then move to a random spot. So you can actually have a block of water rather than just one point.
What about being high up in the air or having it fill water from way up in the air, and would the water just fall?
Like,
yes.
No,
yes. Why we do the whole thing where we could just do one layer?
Yeah. Well, we'd do that, and then even if you have to do multiple,
would it? Does it? It indefinitely falls.
I would think.
Like so. It falls until it hits the ground. So you could literally just fill layer 209 or 210 or whatever.
Yes. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And that's not going to affect your buildings.
And it would all filter down right to the bottom. You wouldn't worry about filling. Like one of the things about doing like a giant fill command, as we've learned in other instances, is you can erase like parts of the blocks underneath down here. You know, the whole point of this is to see the trench.
Right.
And to get a sense of its changing like layers and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So there we go. Look at us troubleshooting this on the fly. That would be
I love
pretty
it. I
fun.
love it.
I think
So
we should
if
try
you
to
were
do that.
to build a base here,
Yes.
look at it happening. So let me just. I've been watching your screen. I've been gone out myself. I've been fascinated by what you're doing. Ta-da! Okay, so if we go down all the way down to the trench here, last time we actually had a code where we just built a base.
Trader. Okay, yeah, we did. We just put a base.
We just put a base
down here somewhere.
So cool. And I built this little extra bit on the boat that's sort of like a platform where you can sort of build a I don't know, a tube from or something.
Okay.
The elevator. Boom.
Oh, the platform, this little platform.
Boom,
there. So you can make a bubble. You can make a bubble elevator with a what is that block that does the reverse? There's one block that does going up, and there's a block that goes down. I can't remember which.
I
which.
want to see that. I want to see that happen. I'm not sure how that would work. That'd be cool.
You know who I learned it from, folks? Dan TDM. If you want to learn about no joke, friends. If you want to learn about Minecraft, go watch YouTube. No joke.
Shit.
So Magma Blocks, I believe Magma Blocks are the up blocks. So if you have a column of water and put a Magma Block at the bottom of that column of water, and then walk into that column of water, it will push you up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's called a bubble elevator. And then there's a block that does the inverse of that. I don't know what block it is.
Yeah, it's funny because I've seen kids all the time do the elevator going up. I almost think you could do that just by putting water in a tube and walking in. I think it.
But the water in the tube. So there's two problems with water in tubes. Is if the tube is too long, you can drown.
Right.
Where the bubble elevator, you still can breathe underwater because it's the air bubbles, right?
Right.
So there's lots of, but that would be a really look at this, we got a column of water.
It works.
Really, it worked. That's awesome.
See, so
this is how you guys are doing that. I'm going to go and try this layer of water. Just do like a 5x5 coating. So and see if I can start getting water down. So you guys get elevators going, and maybe we need to get some bases built downstairs there.
Okay, let's do it.
Do you care? Like, so you programmed this special kind of base, but this is meant to be something where the kids can create any kind of base that they want. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, this is the new world.
So I can go and build a base, and Steve can go and build a base.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
But of course. Well, I was going to say, but also remember, Mike, we actually have structured challenges also, like design and build the overall structure of the city where people live, where people work. So that's so open-ended. But if we
we need, Steve.
What do we need?
We need a dome.
Yes.
We are experts at building domes, Steve.
We are. But I think now, Lynn, we're supposed to probably be using Code Builder, right?
No. If you have a look, there's only one of the challenges. There's a robot in the corner that talks about the code. So everything's free. Yeah. So you can use Code Builder if you want, or you can just free for all.
So, and it's funny because I was saying to Cheryl this morning on our lovely walk that like one of the things that I like about working with Steve on Minecraft is that I feel like we have complementary skills that don't overlap a whole lot.
That is true.
Right? Like Steve is really good at coding. Like you can, it's awesome. I love it. And I'm a decent builder. And so
you're an excellent builder, Mike.
So when we work together, we make some fun things happen.
Yeah.
But not every kid would be good at the coding aspect, and not every kid would be good at the building aspect. And so
exactly,
I love that this gives everyone the opportunity to to demonstrate kind of what they can do.
Yeah.
Because obviously, people could make some great bases, without using Code Builder. In fact, I wouldn't make a very good base at all. Like, I would fear having to do this in Code Builder and coding a base. Though I do love the domes, and I'm kind of obsessed with them and think they're freaking great.
Yeah. To your point, Mike, I see that every single day in my classroom when kids collaborate, is that they do figure out and work to their strengths. And it's an amazing thing to watch, because collaboration in many environments doesn't feel so natural, but in Minecraft it generally does. So
it really does.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In fact, you'll find some kids that, I'm not a great builder, I'm not a great coder, but I'm going to place blocks where I think you should put the roads. This is where I think you should build a tunnel. This is where I think you should. And you're going to get the people who normally are quiet in the classroom just absolutely shining.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we got a hole. Okay, we're going to solve that
the
problem.
world ends. I'm going to help you with this.
Yay.
Because this isn't this is not conducive to filling stuff. I'm going to find the coarse
Let's see if
dirt
this
block.
works.
And we have Mark Henkels tuning in today. I think with Mark, when I tweet out Lynn Telfer will be here, Mark.
Oh, Mark is the best. Oh, do you know he the last 2 weeks I said, I'd love to build on Mindfair, but we don't have Voxel. Voxel put on straight away. I have built such a huge, beautiful thing. A beautiful organic structure. I am having a ball with it. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
We tried to. I had this like super ambitious idea, as I tend to do, to build a giant world tree on the Mindfair server.
Let's do it.
And got in over my head.
Right. So do we want to start building some of this, Mike? I'm trying to remember now that sphere code. I might have to go revisit. It's a great thing about having two computers here. I can go cheat and go into the realm where we did it the last time, right? And then
yeah.
You could totally do that. So I filled in the hole at the bottom of the world.
Thank you.
I love looking at this river of water flowing down the trench. Is pretty rad.
Look
at this. We got water.
The water. I think I'm making more mess than I am. I'm not sure if I've got the coding quite right. I should be over where I'm standing.
So we're going to need a base pretty quick here. So I'm going to start working kind of over here. And we'll get Steve to make a tunnel or make a dome, and I'll connect what I'm going to build here, because the water is filling up fast, and we need to help our citizens survive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I might have been you. I didn't even think of that. I'll go over to the corner here. But this is going to be cool, because there are some really cool coding that's in the tutorial. Like, come on, let's face it. The first code you do is chuck 1,000 chickens in the air, right?
Yes,
or
it
get them
is.
spawning from the air.
Always.
Well,
It's like Minecraft 101.
We're going to do the same with fish. So we can have fish coming out.
Yes, we
and
need fish.
they'll be landing in the water, and they will survive. I actually tried it.
Dolphins and fish?
No. That's brilliant.
There are dolphins in the game now. I don't know if there's a dolphin egg.
Oh, there is, but of course.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Now, I have a really dumb question that Mike, you might know the answer to.
Okay.
I'm in the wrong account in Windows 10, and I'm trying to figure out how the heck to change that, and maybe settings. I bet it's there. There we go, I think. So not intuitive. All right. Change gamer tag. Here we go. All right, I'm coming in, and I'm going to figure out our sphere again.
Oh, because we're on. You're going to the realm, to our participate realm.
Does the participate realm have?
Yeah.
We made a dome in the participate realm.
Yeah, you know what the funny thing is? Would we know where the command block was for it?
Yeah, it's over in the redstone area.
You really know that? All right, let me go into that world then, because I can do
I'm
that.
like 99% sure.
All right, let's try that. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, that worked. I did a 20 by 20, and
sure.
it's raining water.
It is raining water. It's so cool.
That
Look at
is
that.
crazy.
Now, are you using Code Builder for that,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, the code is so simple.
Yeah.
I've
I'm
just,
so happy we were. I'm glad I took us down the the wrong path to kind of. I love that. That's awesome. It looks so cool from down here.
All right. So, Mike, where do you think? Let's see. I'm
There's the big redstone display, and I believe
Oh, is
that
that
the
what we-
command blocks are right beside it.
Oh, that would be beautiful. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
It would make sense.
All right. Let's see. We're gonna do this. So you and I, we gotta partner up for this, if you remember, because I need you to give me the center points in a moment, right?
Yeah.
this is gonna be fun to watch.
This is going to be as they say, badass.
Now, here's the funny thing. So I see the redstone.
Yeah.
I do not see where we have the. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Hopefully. I hope. And that's summon chicken. That's summon zombie.
Lynn's creation was awesome. How cool.
Ah,
Drop in and
darn.
see some amazing collaborative building. The cows. Then cows for instant steak. Steve does it with command blocks. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Mike, I'm trying to
Watch
find.
everybody.
I really can't find those command blocks. I see the redstone little area, and I see where we have like fireworks and we're testing redstone out and stuff. But I do not see, and I see silly command blocks that are not the command blocks.
It's entirely possible that we removed the command block that made
That's
the
possible.
dome.
That's possible.
We did make a huge dome.
I mean, I have ways to find it, but let me find that. Let's see if I can do it here. Profile.
All right. I am constructing. There we go. So we got a cool little outcropping.
Well, actually, let's see if we can figure it out. So I remember a lot of it. Let's see. So I got to give myself a command block. Okay, now
Very cool.
I'm going to put the command block here. Now, if I remember, it was, let's see. It was execute. All right, so what's the center point, Mike?
Oh, shoot. Okay, we're doing that now. Okay. Where do I want this? Because okay.
Oh, dolphin. Here, I've got it. All right. You're dolphining.
Center point of the dome is going to be. I'm curious if we're going to be too close to the wall here. This is fine. Okay, so center point of the dome is going to be 42.
42.
123. 694.
All right. Now, it's going to take me a minute, but that's a good start. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to go back. Let me
All
know here.
As long as you don't mess up. And how big do we want it? Like 25?
Yeah, 25 sounds great.
All right. And let's see.
Right.
4. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Nope.
All right. Let's see if this works.
Bop, 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 bop.
Oh, I have dolphins coming everywhere. It's worked.
All right. We love that.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's not right.
Are they swimming out of the water?
Yes, they're dying.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
maybe
a
not.
massacre.
Maybe put on. Yeah, that's a problem. Mhm.
But proof of concept is no, actually they're not dying. They're having a little swim in the little bits down
In
here.
the river.
Phew, I did not feel bad. Oh, actually, you're dying. Let me just fix that. No, don't die. Oh, too
Yeah,
late.
yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bop, 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 bop. Is that right? I think that's right. Dolphins like oceans. It's true. It's true.
It's true.
That's what we hear, anyways. I mean, apparently the dolphins are fine with rivers too.
Yeah, apparently.
Especially when they have no choice.
Yes. Brand new grounds. That is very cool. I'm really pleased that works. Now, there's something else I've always wanted to try. Do you know in the tutorial, you can program it that when you walk along, you drop flowers. Well, I like to try that with coral, but I imagine I have to be in the spot where there's water, so I'm going to try that coding now.
Coral.
And then I'll share all this coding afterwards. Oh, can you share?
I'll tell you, if you could fill this with water and with coral and with like just tons and tons of, it would be so cool looking.
Oh yeah,
it would be absolutely stunning. And then to have like these like Steve and I are going to build some glass domes under the water.
Look at this.
And then you build the cities inside them. Oh my god. What a world.
It's going to be very cool. And the other thing is we can have air roads, if you like, where we can have transport, put rails in.
Oh, yeah.
That would be very cool. So that'd be a really cool way to travel around. Little bit of transportation. Because you're going to have areas, for leisure and for education and work and research. And
Steve and I are very good at removing water from tunnels.
You bet, wrong. You better than me.
We've mastered this skill.
Let's see here.
That is so cool.
All right, I think I found it, Mike. Let's see. I see what it was. All right, I was close. So what do we want it to be? Let's see. So we are ready.
I gave you your center coordinates.
Yes, did, thank goodness. So fill 25, we say?
Yep,
that sounds good.
And what material?
Glass blocks.
You love glass.
Every glass at this stage.
Gotta have glass. This is an underwater.
Lynn, you ready for this?
I am ready. Where are you?
Okay, this is going to be bonkers.
Do you want
this is like the coolest thing.
Do you want to show my screen for the command?
Let's show your screen for the command.
Oh, that takes me back. Yes.
Oh, yeah? Of course, Lynn knows this. But so we're basically, see, I didn't know what the carrots meant before. Because
right.
Do you use those much, Lynn?
No.
I always use the squigglies for the fill.
I always use the squigglies. What's difference?
So check this out. What's going to happen here, which I think you're going to be... Well, actually, should we do it and then
yeah, do it and then explain it.
All right, ready? Here we go. You ready, Mike? You ready, Lynn?
Back to my screen so we can see it.
All right. Boom.
Whoa. Oh. Whoa.
Are you out there doing it, Mike?
Yeah, I can.
Do you need any help? Do you think maybe some dolphins could help you? Although they would die in there. Do you want some
What is this?
to help you?
This is magic, Lynn.
Whoa.
Literally magic. Yes, something,
way.
anything.
Well, dolphins would die because you're in the water, right?
Spawn them. Like, go ahead and spawn them in the water there, where there's water.
Is the water right? I was gonna
right under the boat.
But see, that won't really work because where's your glass thing? Isn't it way over there? I need to have them in the middle of that. Remember?
Yeah, the glass thing is
right, I'm gonna use,
by where I am.
I'm gonna use bats because we like bats in the water, right?
Sure, I guess.
Right, so how did we do this? We did it as a repeat command, I think. Okay, so summon.
It's not drawing the way that it normally would, so
No?
I'm not sure. No.
Uh-oh, really?
Yeah. It stopped. In fact, it stopped the fill.
Oh, you know what it might have done?
Yeah.
All right, let's try something else. Hang on. Let me just try the bats in there to see if that'll help. What's the center point again is 42, 123, 694.
I need this, Steve. I need this.
You need this?
Yeah, so do I now. Come on,
Okay.
I'm going to see this.
All right, so we're going to summon the bats. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to make those be a repeating command block that does need redstone, at least so I can... All right, ready? Now.
Yeah.
Is that helping?
Yeah. Oh, well, no. It says object summoned.
Okay,
but
but
it's not saying
building.
objects filled. It's not
Okay,
filling
wait.
anything.
Let me try that again. Ready? Here we go.
But there are lots of
The
blocks.
last thing I expected to see is a lot of random blocks. Oh, something.
Now we're better.
Well, it filled like the middle, the
It looks
ring,
like
like the middle
definitely stuff.
layer.
Keep
Yeah,
trying. Keep
It's
trying.
not. If you're looking around, it's not doing it.
No.
It's not. No, it's not filling.
All right, let's see. Maybe it has to be. Oh, you know what? It probably has to be. It probably has to be. Oh, it totally has to be a repeating command block. Silly guy. Okay, ready?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How about now?
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh,
All right.
that is
And it's
that's
drawing.
exquisite.
Okay,
That
do
is
you,
exquisite.
do you need more bats?
No, not
No,
right now.
we're
Anyways,
here.
it's definitely drawing.
Okay, yeah. You know what it was? I wasn't using a repeat command block, so it would do.
So,
the
so
command block.
Lynn, look around with your mouse
Yeah.
and see if it's if it's placing blocks kind of
Right.
in response to your mouse movements.
It's where you look. Yeah.
It
No
might be.
way.
It might be a little bit below where you look.
Are you
But-
kidding me?
Is it doing it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's totally doing it on my screen. So I didn't know if it does it for everybody. But see,
No
so now
way.
you're literally drawing glass blocks.
Yeah. Everywhere you look. Yep.
That's crazy.
So this was one of those examples too that I was doing in virtual reality. So I'm in VR, looking around and watching. It's crazy.
So
Yep, it is.
if we just keep
You
going and going and going,
Do you want another one?
well,
This one's not quite finished yet. It's still going.
Yeah, no, not yet. It's not done.
Looks beautiful though.
So I think,
so cool.
is it true? Like, so some of the requirements for making sure this happens, I think, are that Steve, you need to be near the
I have to be near the command block.
Yep.
And you know what? That probably could change if I did something with like the ticking area or something.
Yeah. I was just wondering if the ticking area is in
That always
this version.
confuses
It must
me.
be.
How does the ticking area really work, Lynn? Is it that I set an area here
Yeah.
that expands outward?
Just at a region that's a ticking area, and then put everything in that, and it just assumes that there's an entity beside you.
Oh, so in other words, if I leave here, it assumes as if I was still here. So how do I do that? Just with the
I
command?
cannot remember.
So you can see chat that I'm filling in the gaps.
So I'm
Yeah,
going to
same.
add a ticking area here, okay? Which it didn't like. Why didn't it like that? Set ticking area. And it says no. It says I do not have permission for that, but I should.
Oh, you should do, yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
What if I did that with a command block for some dumb reason?
Look at this drawing. This is awesome. I mean, what a brilliant way of doing it.
Isn't that cool?
And it's great because you can get 25 kids all going, hey, I'm contributing. Just everybody run around. I love it.
And yeah, all you have to do, and frankly, you don't have to be like drawing it. It's responding to looking at anything. So you can have this work.
Tell me if it's
Wow.
working or if it got messed up because I moved.
I feel like it is not working anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not
weird.
It's not.
Uh-oh, now where was it?
There.
Now it is.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Which is
That's
so
how-
funny because I'm not that far from it, but okay. All right.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So like if you go outside here, so I'm gonna pop outside of it.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
like-
It drew where I was looking.
If you're watching my screen and in the chat, you'll see what we've actually done. It's easier to see from outside. How absolutely amazing this is. But basically, we've coated a glass dome that absolutely looks so cool, and will slowly get filled in as we move, just by moving around. Basically, by us moving around, you can see on my screen on the side there that it's filling in blocks still constantly. And so what we could do, I kind of don't need. We did that faster than I thought. I was starting to make this really terrible.
Oh no, don't you dare break it. We could definitely connect that. That could be the start.
Then
of one of the
maybe
tunnels.
that could be like the landing area for the people. Like they go through this door and then up and into the glass dome or something.
I could actually see this as a food production area in there.
So what you could do, because what it does is it actually filled the glass blocks, excuse me, in the space. Can you show the final working function of the loop, Steve? Yeah, Steve, show your code.
Yeah, the funny thing is, where is my code? Well, you know, we're gonna do another one anyway, right?
Sure.
So let's make another one because I totally lost that one. I gotta be better about that because now it's gonna be going on forever. Luckily, we turned off the bats. Okay, so we're gonna do it from start to finish here. Okay, so here you go. So here's the command block. Now it actually needs to be a repeating command block. We're going to leave it as need redstone because that way we can turn it on and off with a lever. If we don't have the needs redstone, it'll go automatically. And granted, I could break it probably, but when you do repeating command blocks and don't do the needs redstone, a lot of times what kids do, and that's what kids do, is, and I do it too because I'm a kid, is they summon a mob with the repeating command block, and it summons them so fast that it like totally lags your computer.
Yeah.
So the command is execute at E. So that means any entity is going to do this. Okay. And the interesting thing is what it does is give me a new center point, Mike, if you would be so kind.
Yeah, of course. Okay. So if we built a staging area there and a dome here, we're going to need another one. Let's build it here and let's make it smaller because we're going to need the same size of domes every dome, right? And we're going to need one huge one for like residential areas. But okay, so
are we playing city skylines here again?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, kind of.
109
109
152
152
664.
Okay, now that is probably where Mike is standing right now, would be my guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Those are the absolute coordinates in the world. So the X is 109, the Y, which is how high it is 152, and the Z is 664. Now, this is the interesting part. Fill. Now we could fill from there like a rectangle or something, just by or whatever, without even doing this execute thing first. But we're going to actually, the execute idea is that what we're going to do is we're going to have it be based on where you're looking, I think. So it's very strange because I don't totally understand this code, but we're going to go, what do you think, 35 this time?
No, smaller. So this one was 25.
No, that one was, it was, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 25. So maybe 15?
15, sure. And then caret, and 14. And what that does is it means, I believe the thickness will go from 15 to 14. So it'll be too thick. I imagine if I do it as 15, 15, it will just be one layer, but I'm not entirely sure. We could try it, you think? Are we feeling daring like that? And then let's try stained glass. And I think stained glass probably has the different numbers that go with it, right? So let's just take 4 and hope that 4 is a cool color. Okay? All right, you got it? So we're executing for any entity. That's why the bats helped it build.
I was wondering what was going on.
Why you put these bats in here? And then this is the starting the center point, and it's going to fill outward with a radius, we think, of 15. We haven't determined yet if it's the radius or diameter. It makes sense that it would be the radius, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, now, if I have that stained glass wrong, it would not work, but we'll find out in a second. Are we ready, Mike?
Yeah.
And Lynn?
We are ready. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Oh, there we go. Yellowish stained glass.
Little yellow happening there. Loving it.
And now if we want the help of the bats, I'll do that just because that is more fun.
Yeah, that's just super cool. You've got to do that.
More fun than a barrel of monkeys. 109, 152, 164. Can you remember that, anybody, possibly? Let's see. Summon. What was the center point again, Mike? Do you remember? 152.
No. You're supposed to write those down, Steve.
I know. I'm getting lazy these days about that. That's why
I can give you kind of a different center point.
I'll take picture. Oh, you could give me a different center point, just anywhere in it. Yeah.
Yeah. 101. 109, 159, 667.
Okay, perfect. And do we want bats again, or do we want chickens? Or do we
Chickens.
want chickens? Okay, so we're going to summon chicken. Now, again, this one should also be repeat because it's going to keep doing it until I tell it to stop doing it. So we ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, here come the chickens to help you out, I think. Are they there? I don't see them. No? Oh, maybe because I have this facing the wrong way. Let's see. How about now? All right, I did something wrong. So let's see what I'm doing wrong.
Darn these chickens.
Let's see. Summon 109. Summon chicken at 109. I'm silly. We want the chicken to be summoned, and that's where we want it to be summoned. All right, ready? I know you're ready.
Chickens.
Boom.
We have chickens. We have chickens.
We have chickens.
Now, the funny thing about the chickens is that they summon in a column like this.
Yeah, but if you move around, they should move.
There you go.
Yeah.
No way.
And then as soon as you run into them, they...
See, now the chickens... So I'm going to try bats again because they'll stay up in the area. That's the reason. Or how about parrots? Parrots are just nice. We like parrots. Parrot. How about a parrot? Okay, ready?
Parrots are good. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to run into this
Go
guy.
run into the column, yeah.
Woohoo!
That's so great.
That is so good.
So you see how it's if you're watching in the chat, friends, you'll see that the dome filled up so much faster now than it was before because there are just more entities looking at things.
We recruited help.
And so it fills it up faster because there are just more entities available to help us draw. And that should fill up very quickly.
Now understand, too, in the spirit of what this whole idea was about, Lynn has this awesome, very deep activity for kids that can really have a number of different quests and could really do a lot about teaching, whether it be sustainability or life in another environment or all of the different interesting things that were part of that initial narrative. And we have all these books. Like I have all these books that are different quests. So I have if I choose to be a logistics engineer, it says my challenge is to build the logistics in the city. How do people get in and out of the city? How are supplies received and sent? How do people travel around? So my guess is, because what we were doing right now is the architecture engineer challenge.
Yep.
And that one is building our city. So we're like, heck yeah, with our city underwater is going to be spheres. Now, the next thing, and Mike and I will love doing this one as our next quest, would be this logistics one, where my guess is we're going to have some form of tunneled rail carts or something that's going to take us and supplies into the different parts of this city. So that's going to get interesting too, because we're going to have to make them tunneled, because eventually when we fill the whole world with water, because we're going to be living underwater here in this Atlantis 2.0, that's going to become very important. So, and this is so in line with the kinds of stuff Mike and I like doing, which is thinking about what we want this city to be like. We haven't even touched the idea of what kinds of supplies we're going to get in. So we're going to, I'm sure, have rail carts with chests with different supplies that are going to go from the ship or above water into these different buildings in our city, and then drop them off and work their way all the way back up to get more supplies. We're going to ferry people in and out. There must be some reason that they every once in a while need to go back to the ship or outside, or at least from building to building, which in the water, they technically could swim, but I think they're going to be better off with a system that moves them around. So there's so many neat things. So the other one is there's a food production one, that when you're the food production officer, says your challenge is to design and build the food production and storage facilities. How do people get food? How is it grown or bred? Build the facilities needed. Now, this is another fun one that I know Mike and I are going to love, because it has us building farms figuring out how to, harvest and again, move the stuff around. So my guess is we'll start to have some of these sphere type things being, greenhouses and farms and things like that. We already have a lot of chickens and parrots, so we're safe in that department.
Steve, can you make can we make one more dome?
There's nothing I like more.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the coordinates.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, this is going to be good. I know what you're about to
Wait,
do.
show my screen again then, because then it'll people can see the process once again.
Of course.
Execute at E.
So it's 42,
2,
92,
2,
649,
9. Okay.
and it needs to be 5 diameter.
5, like really small.
Let's make it 7.
And that wouldn't work out well with staying with the same. Like we don't have to make it thicker, right?
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if do we know the number for the blue stained glass?
Well, I mean, we could probably figure it out on like what I often do is on another computer, I would try each one, like give myself whatever that next one is. I'll do it real quick.
I used to have those numbers in my head. I can't remember anymore.
Yeah. I'll try it though. Or my approach often is, well, I don't really care what color, so I'll do every different color. But that doesn't
95, please.
Is that for real? I don't think there's a thing.
No, that's the actual code for the glass, but the number itself, I can't remember what the.
I'll find it, because what I would do then, see, and this is a good skill to know also. In fact, I'm going to just keep this in the command block, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this, because I might as well do it on here too. Let's pretend it's 7. It might not be. So there's my command block, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't activate it yet, but I want to do /give at self stained glass, and let's say we try number 1. Okay, that's white. Okay, now I try number 2. That's also a form of white, it looks like, unless I'm doing something wrong. 3. Nope, something's going wrong. Stained glass. Oh, it gave me 3 blocks, I think. Wait. Oh, so I have to wait. I think I have to do 1 space 3. Okay, is that a good blue, Mike?
I mean, I don't see it, so you.
It's a light blue.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Blue.
So what I did was, again, this code here is give self stained glass, and I'm giving myself 1 block of it, and the identifier or the ID is number 3 for that blue. Okay, so remember blue for a minute.
Sense.
Yeah, and now we go here, and we don't want 7, we want 3, and we want this to be repeating, and we need we like our little like levers. All right, you ready, people?
Oh yeah, hang on, let me stand inside. Ready?
And
oh, look at that.
doing it. So, do you want help?
No, it's
No,
almost
where is-
still already.
Okay, where is this?
It's almost
one?
done.
Oh, I see it way down there. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow.
So this
See, this
is
is
our-
great.
This is our staging area, and now we have a blue dome on a platform.
Oh,
And
it's
it
on a
actually
platform.
went right. It went almost. It was 1 too far, maybe, but
It's
that's
a little
fine.
like a lollipop from here.
With the agent, can we make it run those commands?
So, ooh, that's a good question. Let's think about
Because
that.
then we could just get it to
well, yeah.
randomly go around and do this.
You know what I think you could do? That's a great question. See, now the interesting thing about that, I love it. Let's try it. So I think, can I copy this? I don't think I could copy this. I could take a picture of it again. All right, let's try this.
All right.
I
I can't help. I've got to build this while you're doing that.
What I'm
It's
thinking
too
is with the agent, can't you have the agent execute a command?
you must be able to.
Let me try this. So we're going to go to new project, blah, 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 agent sphere. Okay. Now, let's see what happens. So I believe there's an execute.
Hey, Lynn, you and I had the same idea, but with different colored blocks.
So look
I'm
at
just
this.
doing the edge. You do the middle.
Are you looking at mine again? Because I want to give this a try and see if this is really possible. It might or might not be. But
Okay, go for it.
We're on your screen.
all right, so watch this.
Yeah.
See how it says execute? Now this would be, it wouldn't necessarily be the agent. It could be, but anyway, instead of execute, say hi. What if we try to execute? Now the interesting thing is, am I going to execute still with the word execute, or I'm going to try execute at E 40. Give me a new number, Mike. Oh, see, actually, I could do relative, right, to where I am.
You could, yeah.
And that would be,
Make sure that the agent is teleported to you first.
No, it wouldn't be the agent in this case. I think it would just happen wherever I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. Yes.
And
makes sense.
let's see. We're taking a chance here. Fill. And then if I do this, boom, boom, boom. What do we want? 10, let's say. Boom, boom, boom. 10 and stained.
The clock here should be pink.
And what do we? Well, stained glass. And then what we could do, which would be crazy too, is, my gosh, we could like we could use variables and stuff, but we're getting ahead of ourselves here. So let's say stained glass 8. Okay. See that command I did in there? I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm excited to find out. So now what would happen is if I type in, let's say, sphere, it should maybe execute this. I'm a little scared. Are you? Okay, let's see. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to type, ready? Oh, I'll be so excited if this works. T sphere. And is it working?
There is a glass block.
In theory, it should be happening near me, but oh, you know what? I didn't do it as repeating. So is there just some glass around here? Can you tell?
Yeah, there's a piece of glass spawned literally right beside us.
But not near me.
Okay.
Let me try that again because what would it have to be? It would have to be a repeat. Oh, actually, how about this? What if I do loop? It would be kind of like a loop forever, right? Loop forever. Oh, this is going to do it. Until I probably get rid of it. Let's see if this works. This might mess everything in the world up, but let's try. Okay, ready, people?
We are ready.
Is it doing anything?
Spawning random glass blocks all over the place?
But are they at least are they relative to, they are doing it like the way I'm looking, right? But they are pretty random. So you know what I think is happening? I think which one I look at is placing a block, but I don't know if it's doing it necessarily as, well, it would be.
Oh, dude.
Is it doing it or am I messing it up?
I mean,
no, it's messing things up, right?
There are glass blocks everywhere.
All right, let's not do that. All right, I'm going to stop that. Oh, I got rid of it. Okay.
We're trying to make something pretty. We're trying to make something pretty, and Isaacs is over here spawning glass blocks everywhere.
Well, But the exciting thing is that it kind of worked partially, but let's see what that means exactly because, and I threw it away because I got nervous. I should have just, so let's see. So I did. Undo. Yeah, we don't have the undo yet. Mike, don't worry, it'll be okay.
It'll be fine.
Execute. Now the question is, so how we would want this to be a repeating thing, but like almost like as if it was a repeating command block. I'm just wondering what that would do. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not exactly sure which part of this is not quite right, but it did something, which is kind of neat. How about if we do this? How about if we do execute?
If we do just I'm just thinking.
I just want to make sure it does what we think it should do, right? Stained glass. Oops. Oh, maybe I have to do, maybe I have to do 1.9 for the color in this case too. Let's try it. Ready? It's not going to be a sphere, but we're going to type sphere. All right, ready?
Yep.
Mike's going to be happy about this. Did it do something? No. So let's see if it would it give me a syntax error if that were the case?
It should do.
It should, right? So I was saying from where I am to 555 stained glass 1.9. Let me try just the number instead. In theory, it should be filling a rectangle. Oh, there it is. See it?
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's a good sign.
So that's at least how the execute command works. Now, I believe what I did was kind of working, but I don't know why it was going so far out. Let me try it again. And actually, you know what? It's 10 o'clock, folks. We gotta start wrapping up.
Oh, what a shame.
But it gives us
It's
all
midnight.
gives us
No.
all the good reason to get back together, maybe in a couple of weeks or something, and even just continue in doing these challenges that Lynn's presenting us with. You know, we could work on the
That'd be fun.
transportation system.
Oh boy.
I think if we take a role each as well, because that is also going to cause a bit of conflict, which is good. So if I've got certain ideas and you've got certain ideas and we've got to work together on those, imagine
Yeah.
25 kids with different roles
Yeah.
all having to compete
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be
yes.
great fun. I'd love to come back if you guys are happy to have me.
I would love to. What do you want to
course.
go with? Is 2 weeks a good time frame?
Yeah, 2 weeks is good.
Okay. And, you know, we could think about, the rising sun was here. It's a buddy of mine. We could maybe, you know, I would say we could bring other people in, but Mike gets a little weird about that sometimes. So we'll see.
Oh, I think new people would be wonderful.
You people are wonderful.
So we'll see where we go with that. Maybe Kathy will join us in 2 weeks and maybe some other people.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Very cool.
Hello Kitty, an underwater Hello Kitty. But
Well, we made.
It's got to happen now. It's got to happen.
We got,
did you clean up my
three
mess,
donuts.
Mike?
No. They're everywhere, dude. Look.
All right. Well,
There are glass blocks everywhere.
oh boy,
Well,
so it didn't
we'll get the
really
agent
work.
to go around and clean them up. That's easy.
Yeah.
And all around this. I don't
Oh
know
my.
why they.
I kind of love that. It looks like a planet that's exploding.
Yeah. I meant
It's
to
kind of
do that.
working for me.
I meant to do that.
Yeah. All right, everybody. It's been a slice. Join us later this afternoon. We might play a board game. We might play a different game. It's hard to say. There is this new game, Minecraft Dungeons, that's taking the world by storm.
Yeah, it's been
And,
fun. Are you playing, Lynn?
I really
Oh yeah, after
want
watching you
to
guys,
get to the
I had
end.
to do it.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
it's fun. It's fun.
So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you. Bye.
Thanks, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn.